Well, while I was editing my previous video where I talk about the first recall letter that I received from Honda, I actually found the second letter in my mailbox. So what does the letter say? Let's go through it briefly. It states that these bikes have a problem with oil consumption. It is not only this model though, it's not only the CB1000, it is also the CBR600RR that shares the same oil consumption issue. Now, it goes on to state that there are a couple of things you can do, which is contact your dealer, talk to them about the problem, etc., etc. But of course, the one that I'm going to show you in this video, and what you really have to do, check your oil level regularly. Like, I would even suggest or go as far to say after every motorcycle ride. It's very important that you stay on top of this. Really, you don't want to be too infrequent with this and then, have complete engine failure. That would be way worse than spending a bit more time out of your day to make sure that everything is nice and fine just before you go riding. The problem is just that some people don't know or don't care, or I don't know, maybe you don't have the experience. And if that's the case for you, you would really want to watch this video because you really need to know how to check your oil level and add and top up some oil if it's needed. I have heard different people say different things. One of them said, no issues here, okay, that's great. Then another one says, oh, after 200 miles of riding, I already experienced oil loss. So, I don't know. It's better to be safe than sorry in these circumstances.
Okay, first of all, this is your oil filling cap where you can top up your oil level. And down here is the dipstick where you can measure your oil level. Now, step one is making sure your engine is warm, your oil is nice and warm. So warm your bike up for about 3 to 5 minutes or do it after a motorcycle ride. Once that is done, you make sure your bike is upright and that it can cool down for another 2 to 3 minutes. The next thing you will want to do is take out your dipstick and wipe it clean, just to make sure you can get an exact measurement. Now, put it in as far as it will go, but don't screw it in. That's how you measure your oil. Don't screw it in, just put it as far as it will go. And now you take a look. This is the minimum and maximum line, so you have to be between those two. Now you can't really see it on camera, but that was where mine was, exactly at the middle point. So when you're done, just put it back, screw it in, and you are done. And that's it, guys.
Now the letter also talks about another failure or another problem that might occur, and that is when you would have a oil leak on your motorcycle and it would drip on your hot exhaust, that it could catch on fire. These are all not very positive messages, but that is why it is so important that you have some experience about how to maintain your motorcycle and how to check everything, and that you do so frequently to not run into any of these issues. Now, there is apparently also a more permanent solution on the way, but there has been no official word from Honda or anything that would indicate what that would be. Some people suggest that it's probably just about, slapping in a new engine and calling it a day. But until we know for certain, we can't really speculate on these things. While it is inconvenient, I am very sure that Honda will fix their issues. And until then, we're just gonna have to stick with it and be a bit more careful. Please subscribe, like, and comment if this video helped you in any way. And I'll see you on the next one. Take care, guys.